that we are alive, and we thank the Almighty God for making it possible. Today is the first day of July 2026, and I welcome you to a new month of grace, a new month of blessing, a new month of, you know, abundance, a new month of God's divine providence, a month of divine protection. Welcome to Book of Days. How we all doing today? My name still remains Joshua Esiaba, and I am, by the special grace of God, the convener of Unbreakable Minds community. You can know more about us. Check us out at www.unbreakablemindscommunity.com, or you can reach us through email at unbreakablemindscommunity@gmail.com. I welcome you to yet another edition of our live program today on the Book of Days. The title of this program today, of this discussion, is Know Yourself. Know Yourself. And we're going to be looking at what it means to know yourself, things that will help you to get to know yourself better. When you don't know yourself, things that you experience, and why people find it difficult to know themselves. These and many more are the things we're going to be discussing here today. But in all of that, we're not going to take much of your time. We're going to be here maximum 40 minutes. We're going to try to, sum it up within 30 minutes. But if we go above that, we're just going to be here maximum 40 minutes. So I welcome you to today's live program. When you join us, just drop a comment so we can acknowledge your presence. And if possible, you tell us where you are watching us from. Okay, know yourself. First of all, we're going to try to define what, you know, knowing yourself is. Then we are going to tell you, or we're going to discuss those things that will help you better know yourself. What is know yourself? And how would you better understand who you are? First of all, self is all that has to do with an individual person, all that has to do with you. Everything that makes up the real you. Yourself includes your physical, your emotional, your social, your economic values and qualities, all in one. That is yourself. The totality of everything that makes you spiritual, social, physical, economic. Those are the things that makes up one self. Now, how do you know yourself? You can know yourself through your values. Your values, those things that you hold there, those things that define you, those things that people can simply see in you, and they say, yeah, this is this man, this is this woman, this is what I know her for, this is what I know him for. These are your values. Some people think that they don't have any value. Some people think that they don't have any image because probably they don't have money, because they are trying to compare themselves to other people. Everyone has a value. There is something that makes you. There's something that makes you who you are and what you are. This could be the way you socialize with people. This could be your financial status, which is economical. This could be, your spiritual status, how well you know yourself within. This could be your physical status, how your body is structured, how you look physically, how your face is, just like you're looking at me right now, how your nose is, how your ear is, the shape of your head, how you talk. These are physical attributes, values. You can know yourself through your strength and your weakness. Some people today, they are confused of knowing things that they are good at and things that they are not good at. Some are jack of all trades, master of none. They cannot distinguish between this is what I do and this is what I do best. They cannot tell the difference between this is what I can do and this is what I cannot do. There are people today that gets themselves into trouble because they don't know their weakness. They don't know the areas or those things that they are not good at. The things that leads them to destruction, that leads them to chaos, that leads them to failure. These are the weaknesses you have. Your strengths are your willpower. Those qualities that you possess that gets you your goals, that gets you your targets. Hi, Vasantiago. How are you? Thanks for being here, Vasantiago. I can see you. Where are you watching us from today? Where are you watching us from today, Vasantiago? BL3Y28. How are you doing? Thanks for being here. So your strengths are those qualities you possess, which is your willpower, the things that gives you advantage over other people, the qualities you possess that makes you shine. Everyone has it. It could be little, it could be a very big thing, right? But it is within you. Some of us have not been able to, draw a clear line between these are my superpowers. These are the things that I am good at. These are the things that makes me shine. These are the things that advances my destiny, my career, my life. These are the things that makes me stand out from other people. Those things are your strength. And the weaknesses are the ones that does not build you. Those things you possess that drags you down, that derails you from your purpose. Those things that brings chaos, that brings failure, that weakens your body, that weakens your spirit. These are your weaknesses. It could be in form of things that tempts you. It could be a habit that you are fighting so hard to come out of. Those things are weaknesses. Things you know that does not build you, but you cannot say no to. You don't have power to overcome. You know that it is not for you, but yet you cannot just say no to it. Those things are your weaknesses. So you have to know yourself better through knowing your values. The second one, through knowing your strengths and your weaknesses. The third one is through knowing your purpose. You can better understand who you are. You can better understand who you are, your purpose in life, through your purpose in life, through identifying your purpose in life. You can know yourself better through identifying and working with your purpose in life. Most of us just wake up in the morning, probably we have a job, we just take a shower and go to work, come back, sleep, eat, repeat. And that is just a cycle of life for us. We are born into earth, into the space for a purpose. It is more than chasing money. It is more than just working, trying to maintain your physical body, paying bills, and it is more than that. There is something that individually we carry that the world needs. We are born with some unique qualities that defines our purpose in life, what you are called to do, and that which shines light on the path of other people, that which makes you different from other people. That's your purpose in life. Some people have been given the purpose of being public speakers. When they talk, other people listen because there is power, there is authority in their voice. You have been called to use that voice to save soul, to use that voice to inspire people, to use that voice and speak life, give hope to people. There are people who have that purpose in life. There are people who their purpose is just to unite humanity. They preach love. They show love practically. Wherever they enter, you can feel peace, you can feel love, you can feel serenity, you can feel absolute decorum wherever they enter. That is their purpose in life. Some people have been charged with the responsibility, with the purpose of saving lives, of saving situation. There are many things that we have been called to do. Each person have their own purpose in life. This is another way you can know yourself. Another way of knowing yourself is mastering your emotion and how to respond to life challenges. Mastering your emotion and how to respond to life challenges. One thing today that people haven't known how to do so much, especially with the way things are going in the world, is mastering our emotion. People are easily triggered. People are easily offended these days because the environment has become very toxic that we are very sensitive of what other people are doing. We are easily triggered. Not many people are happy these days. A little thing can trigger you, can flare you up, can change your mood, can change your countenance. A little thing can make you react in such a way that any person that sees it will think that you are at war with something. 1 minute, let me get my water. Sorry for that, my throat was getting dry. I needed to dehydrate. Some people today are easily triggered. They are easily triggered. Mastering your emotion and the way you react to life challenges is another way of knowing yourself. Everybody has got a problem. There is no person in the world today, even as I speak to you, I have my own problems. You have your own problems. As a matter of fact, our problems, we organize them in the order of priority, in a hierarchical order. There is one pressing need in your heart right now that you want to really solve. Same with me. But in a world where we are faced with many challenges in our daily life, mastering our emotion and the way we react to life challenges would help us understand ourselves better, will help us to know ourselves better. We're talking about getting to know yourself. Know yourself. Master your emotion. Your emotional stability matters a lot. If you're a person that little things trigger you, you easily react to things. A little thing that happens in the environment, you react immediately. You don't think it over. You cannot understand yourself. It will be very, very difficult for you to know yourself if you're this type of person. There's what is called emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence, staying in control of your emotion, of the way you react to situation. Hi, at Lauren Liu. Lauren Liu, how are you doing today? How are you doing? Thanks for being here, Lauren. We're talking about knowing yourself. Knowing yourself. Your reaction, the way you react to life challenges, the way you react to issues, tells very much about how much you know yourself. Another way is knowing what motivates you and what brings satisfaction to you. What motivates you, what fulfills your life. Some people today don't know exactly what motivates them. They don't know what makes them happy. Most people will say when they have enough money in their bank account. Most people will say when someone gives them money, that is when they are motivated and are fulfilled. Lots of people will say that. But there are internal things that gives you peace. Have you been able to search within to know those things that gives you internal peace, that calms your soul, that is not controlled by anything physical? Have you taken some time to know that? Have you? You have to know things that motivates you, things that inspires you, things that fulfills your soul, things that gives you peace, things that calms your nerves internally, not physically. This is another way of getting to know yourself. Now, what are the advantages of knowing yourself? When you can sit back and say, yes, this is who I am. You can easily describe yourself. You can describe things that moves you and things that doesn't move you. You know your strengths and your weaknesses. You know your purpose in life. What are the advantages, the benefits of knowing yourself? One is that you make a better decision. You make a better decision. When you know yourself, you are able to decipher what is good for you and what is not good for you. That is one benefit. The second one is you make your decisions on purpose. You make your decisions based on your life purpose. You don't just make hasty decisions. You don't just wake up and do things. You don't just step out and do things. Your steps are calculated. Your moves are calculated. Your actions are calculated. This is because you know yourself and your decision is purpose based. Your decisions, your moves, your actions, your reactions are based on your purpose in life. That is how you get to know that you know yourself. Sorry, this is a little bit shaky. I just want to adjust it. The next one is that you stop comparing yourself with other people. That is how you get to know that, yes, you know yourself now. You stop comparing yourself with other people. Comparison has become the order of the day. People wants to be like other people. People are no longer satisfied with what they have. You see someone driving a Range Rover, driving a Bugatti, Ferrari, private jet. You want to be there by all means. You want to be there by all means. You want to have it by all means. You know that you don't have such a deep pocket. And when you are not like other people, you are not happy. That is not it. Cheng Pilot, how are you? I'm good. I'm good, Cheng Pilot. Thanks for being here. How are you doing today? And where are you watching us from? At Cheng Pilot, how are you doing today? And where are you watching us from? When you know yourself, you stop comparing yourself to others. As simple as that. Nothing moves you. You are fulfilled with what you have, and you are working hard to get to your next target. You're working hard to get what you want. You are not in competition with any person. You are not comparing yourself to any person. And people's progress and success do not threaten you. That is one advantage of knowing yourself. People's success, progress does not threaten you. You are fulfilled by what you have. That is how you get to know that you know yourself. Is a powerful advantage right there. You build confidence. You build confidence. You are very bold and courageous. People will be like, what is giving this guy morale? Even those who are in higher level or authority would see you and they will recognize that confidence in you because you know yourself, because nothing moves you. That is the way it is. You have everything to benefit from knowing yourself. You become emotionally stable. You become emotionally stable when you know yourself. I don't want to rush this because I just want to make sure that you understand it word by word, word by word. Let me give you a rundown of what we have just discussed here today. Know yourself is the topic, and how you get to know yourself is by understanding your values, understanding, knowing, and understanding your strength and weakness, knowing and understanding and following your purpose in life, being in control of your emotion and the way you react to life challenges, knowing what inspires you, what motivates you, and what fulfills you. Then we move to what are the benefits of knowing yourself. One is it helps you to make better decisions because when you know yourself, you are going to be calculative. You are going to think things twice before you move. You are not just going to take hasty conclusions and decisions. You're not just going to start reacting to anything the way they come. When things are happening to you, especially, you are going to think it twice before you take a stand, before you take a decision, before you make a step. This is one benefit of knowing yourself. The next thing is that your decisions will be based on your purpose in life when you know yourself. Your decision, everything you do will be based on your purpose in life. No two ways about it. Because your purpose will become the driver, the motivation behind your daily activities, the motivation, the decider of the way you act and the way you react. Purpose. Then you'll be able to stop comparing yourself to other people. That is another benefit of knowing yourself. Comparison will stop. You'll be very confident and courageous. You'll be so satisfied, full of yourself about who you are. Not in a pride way, but in a confidence way. That is another benefit of knowing yourself. You are going to build confidence. People will see you and say, man, yeah, are you sure this guy, man, this is the type of work he does, but he's so full of himself, like he's so confident, his courage is excellent. That is when you know yourself. Those kind of comments comes when you know yourself. I've seen employees and workers that their managers respect so much because of their confidence. And that comes from knowing yourself. And you are going to be emotionally stable. Emotionally stable. That is another benefit of knowing yourself. I promise not take much of your time. Thank you so much for being here today. And at exactly 30 minutes, we are stopping this live discussion. Thank you, Lauren Liu. Thank you, Cheng Pilot. Thank you, Santiago. Thank you, everyone who visited and left. Brainrot, thank you. BL3YZ28, thank you for being here. Thank you, everybody. See you in our next episode tomorrow. Always check on this channel. We're just getting started. We're not in a rush. Slowly but steady, we'll build this channel.